It's pronounced that way when you spell it with the R-E. It's an E-R. It's theater. Normally it's pronounced theater. Anyway, we're going to be doing a scene from Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead by Tom Stoppard. And by the way, we're called The Two Geniuses. And the scene will feature Gabriel Klein, Aidan Linder, and last, but certainly not least, myself. All right. Are we ready? Yeah. I'm also going to move this a little bit.
There's a synopsis in your program of the plot up to this point, if you want to read that before or after the scene. But the gist of it is that I am a actor, the lead actor in a troupe of traveling actors. And Aidan and Leo are playing Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
I thought I was Guildenstern.
Aidan and Leo playing Guildenstern and Rosencrantz?
I'm Rosenstern.
No, Guildenstern. I know for a fact you are not.
Aidan and Leo. And I'm mad at them because they skipped out on the middle of my performance. So that's the scene.
So, you've caught up.
Not yet, sir.
Now mind your tongue. We'll have it out and throw the rest of you away like a nightingale at a Roman feast.
Took the very words out of my mouth.
You'd be lost for words.
You'd be tongue-tied.
Like a mute in a monologue.
Like a nightingale at a Roman feast.
Your diction will go to pieces.
Your lines will be cut.
To dumb shows.
And dramatic pauses.
You'll never find your tongue, lick your lip, taste your tears.
Your breakfast.
You won't know the difference.
There won't be any.
We'll take the very words out of your mouth.
So you've caught up.
So you've caught up.
Not yet! You left us.
I had forgotten. You performed a dramatic spectacle by the wayside, a thing much thought of in the New Testament. How did yours compare as an impromptu?
Badly, neither witnessed nor reported.
Yes. I'm sorry we had to miss it. I hope you didn't leave anything out. I'd be furious to think we didn't miss all of it.
We can't look each other in the face! You don't understand the humiliation of it. To be tricked out of a single assumption, which makes our existence viable, that somebody is watching. The plot was 2 corpses gone before we caught sight of ourselves, stripped naked in the middle of nowhere and pouring ourselves down a bottomless well. There we are, mincing about like demented children in clothes that no man ever wore, speaking as no man ever spoke, swearing love in wigs and rhymed couplets, killing each other with wooden swords, hollow protestations of faith hurled after empty promises of vengeance, and every gesture, every pose vanishing into the thin, unpopulated air. We ransomed our dignity to the clouds, and the uncomprehending birds listened. Don't you see? We're actors. We're the opposite of people. Think in your head now. Think of the most private, secret, intimate thing you've ever done, secure in the knowledge of its privacy. Are you thinking of it? Well, I saw you do it.
You never! It's a lie!
We're actors. We pledged our identity, secure in the conventions of our trade, that someone would be watching. And then, gradually, no one was. We were caught, high and dry. It was not until the murderer's long soliloquy that we were able to look around. Frozen, we were in the profile. Our eyes searched you out, first confidently, then hesitantly, then desperately, as each patch of turf, each log, each exposed corner in every direction proved uninhabited, and all the while the murderous king addressed the horizon with his dreary, interminable guilt. Our heads began to move, wary as lizards. The corpse of unsullied Rosalinda peeped through his fingers, and the king faltered. Even then, habit and a stubborn trust that our audience spied upon us from behind the nearest bush forced our bodies to blunder on long after they had entered the meeting, until, like runaway carts, they dragged to a halt. No one came forward. No one shouted at us. The silence was unbreakable. It imposed itself upon us. It was obscene. We took off our crowns and swords and cloth of gold and moved silent on the road to Elsinore.
Brilliantly recreated, if these eyes could weep. Rather strong on metaphor, mind you. No criticism, only a matter of taste. So, here you are, with a vengeance. That's a figure of speech, isn't it? Well, let's say we've made up for it. For you have no doubt whom to thank for your performance here at the court.
We are counting on you to take him out of himself. You are the pleasures which you draw on to. And by that, I don't mean your usual filth. You can't treat royalty like people with normal perverted desires. You know nothing of that, and you know nothing of them, to your mutual survival. So give him a good, clean show, suitable for all the family. And rest assured to be playing the tavern tonight.
Or the night after.
Or not.
We already have an entry here, and always have had.
You've played for him before?
Yes, sir.
And what's his band?
Classical.
Saucy.
What will you play?
The Murder of Gonzaga.
Full of fine cadence and corpses.
Pirated from the Italian.
What is it about?
A king and a queen.
Escapism. What else?
Blood.
Love and rhetoric.
Yes.
Where are you going?
I can come and go as I please.
You're evidently a man who knows his way around.
I've been here before.
We're still finding our feet.
I should concentrate on not losing your
You
heads.
speak from knowledge?
Precedent.
You've been here before.
And I know which way the wind is blowing.
Operating on 2 levels, are we? How clever. I suppose it comes naturally to you, being in the business, so to speak. The truth is, we value your company, for want of any other. We've been left so much to our own devices, one welcomes the uncertainty of being left to other people's.
Uncertainty is the normal state. You're nobody special.
But for God's sake, what are we supposed to do?
Relax. Respond. That's what people do. You can't go through life questioning your situation at every turn.
But we don't know what's going on or what to do. We don't know how to act.
Act natural. You know why you're here, at least.
We only know what we're told, and that's a little enough. And for all we know, it isn't even true.
For all anyone knows, nothing is. Everything has to be taken on trust. Truth is only that which is taken to be true. It's the currency of living. There may be nothing behind it, but it doesn't make any difference so long as it's honored. One acts on assumptions. What do you assume?
Hamlet is not himself, outside or in. We have to glean what afflicts him.
He doesn't give much away.
Who does nowadays?
He's melancholy.
Melancholy?
Mad.
How is he mad?
How is he mad?
More morose than mad, perhaps.
Melancholy.
Moody.
He has moodiness.
Of moroseness?
Madness. And yet,
Quite.
for instance,
He talks to himself, which might be madness.
he didn't talk sense, which he does.
Which suggests the opposite.
Of what?
I think I have it. A man talking sense to himself is no matter than a man talking nonsense not to himself.
Or just as mad.
Or just as mad.
And he does both.
So there you have it.
Stark, raving sane.
Why?
Why?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Exactly why.
Exactly why what?
What?
Why?
Why, what exactly?
Why is he
I
mad?
don't know.
The old man thinks he's in love with his daughter.
Good God. What of our depth here?
No. She hasn't got a daughter. The old man thinks he's in love with his daughter.
The old man is?
Hamlet, in love with the old man's daughter. The old man thinks.
It's beginning to make sense. I'm being quite his passion.
Nobody leaves this room without a very good reason.
Why not?
All this strolling about is getting too arbitrary by half. I'm rapidly losing my grip. From now on, reason will prevail.
I have lines to learn.